Legendary fans, my name is Pink. Welcome to another crew help. This is the Etta OC help. Now, before I get started, I would like to say that this is not the same help as before. Those who recognize this will actually learn that the name has changed. The help that you might be thinking of is called the eryryns OC help. That is what it is now called. This is now a little more of a easier help now. So we will get right into it. Come on. There we go. So let me go into a little bit of a history. So Etta and Eryryns have just pretty much been working out OCs and groups and fandoms and projects and whatnot. And so kind of recently they split a lot of the projects up, including any OCs and ideas. Now, it wasn't an even distribution, as Etta got more of certain things while Eryryns got more of others. So Etta lost a lot of OCs in this split. She decided against fighting Eryryns for a lot of them, but most of what she was able to keep, she kept, treasured, and the rest, she decided just to refresh and reorganize everything. So a lot of new ideas are going to get brought to life from this change. So in the help, Etta basically wants opinions, suggestions for everything new and upcoming. So these are the current groups she has mapped out. So she has 4 Dexter groups, one that she kept that is going to get a lot of changes, but one was able to stay the same. And then there's 3 new groups. I don't know what is going to be in these groups. We pretty much just recently started looking into this, but all I was told was, yep, this is what's happening. This is what's going forward. And so up here you can see what is going to be there. Then we had the magical groups. She was able to keep the Light Defender Precure, which was one of the only working Precure groups of that Etta originally had, that was active, that was going to move forward, that actually was starting to show that has gotten at least a book, will be seen in other books. However, with that one still being here, she's not only going to do more Precure groups and make more groups, she's also going to expand into other franchises of magical girls and whatnot. So that's what you gotta. So there's at least 2 franchises she's looking into, but she's accepting anything in the magical area. And then there's original groups. These are groups that you're not going to find anywhere else, but are probably going to connect to it. I'm going to give her a suggestion for this so-called original group with how her current 3 groups are going on. So, in which the Stoneblade Riders is one of her was her first original series, and she was able to keep that from Eryryns. Eryryns didn't want that group, and Etta was able to take it back. Legends Tale is one of her first and new originals that came out right after the split up. And then Story Heroes, Eryryns asked her to make this for one of her books, but she's allowing Etta to keep the group and everything. So now just to let everyone know, my idea for this original group, and I don't know if she'll take it or not, but basically I'm going to call it the legendary group or whatever. I don't know what I'm officially going to call it when I go up to Etta, but basically I'm going to see if she likes a universe of legends and whatnot, because that's what this is, and we'll see what she says. Now, I want to note something. 2 things. 1, now I don't have let me go through the note that's on the screen. So first of all ideas and characters that come into this help are fated to join the new AU of Etta, which is called the Night Arpeggio series. The only way they can escape is if they are not submitted. So if you submit anything, whether it's Pokemon related, magical related, if it's a new franchise or fandom or whatever, or if you give ideas for a new original series, it will join the Night Arpeggio series. There's nothing they can do unless they don't commit. So like if you submit a, let's say just in honor of the creator, if you suggest a Dragon Ball section, it's going to get put into this series. You cannot escape it. But if it doesn't get submitted, it won't. Another note that I don't have in here is that Etta will make the OCs. So if you need her to make the OCs, if you can't make OCs, don't worry about that. Just giving the ideas and suggestions and opinions to Etta will work out. She doesn't mind. Etta also we as the crew of Legends have a website where all our OCs are going, all our stories and whatnot are going, and so all of this will get put in there. So if you have any questions, eventually she will get around to making that and getting them in there. Now, this is a common question I get asked, and I really think everyone should know about it. Like, I hear it so many times, I'm like, yep, I'm ready for it. What fandoms or franchises or whatever is Etta interested in? Now, these are her favorites. These are the ones that she's logged on to, she's memorized. Does she know every little detail about all of this? No, but Etta does recognize these, and she can go on a conversation about them, even if it's not the brightest. So there's Pokemon, more towards the Pokemon manga, Pokemon Adventures rather than the rest, but she does know the anime and the games pretty well. Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Fairy Tail, Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy. For the Final Fantasy, she knows 7, 8, and 13 really well. 15 is iffy, but she is willing to go into other Final Fantasies if needed. Wizard 101, Pirate 101. Sekiro is more of she really likes it, but she doesn't know a whole lot about it. She hasn't played it, she's just kind of watched it, but she is very intrigued by it. Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and Jason Bourne. She knows pretty well. She's not she's not a locked in number one fan, but she does know them and love them and appreciate them. Marvel, she is not up to date, so like any information she has is not up to date with probably current information, but she does know most of a good lot of the Marvel, and this is the same for DC. She doesn't prefer one over the other. I don't know why DC's not on this list. I just know why Marvel's on this list. It's the one she grew up with more, okay? There's not much she doesn't like one more than the other. She just has watched one more than the other. Descendants. This, along with the two at the end, Symphogear and SAO, she doesn't know a lot about them. She just recognizes them, and loves them. But overall, she can 100%. She doesn't know as much as she could. Then the Rainbow Magic, Fairy Books, Hunger Games, and Reordenverse are a few others. As for Reordenverse, she's not 100% up to date. She knows everything, but how can you keep up with Rick? You can't. Anything I did not list is either unknown or not marked as a favorite. Like, My Hero Academia would be one to list as a good example. It's not that she doesn't like My Hero Academia. She recognizes it. She understands what it is, but it doesn't compete to the rest of this list. Alright, now if you have any further questions, you can reach out with one of the ways in the description. You can use the request form for more info. You can post a comment and we'll reply. Before I go, because this is the end of the slideshow, I want to show. This is the website that we are using. So that's Etta's internet persona form as Etta. So if you have any further questions, let me know. I will be sure this all gets to you. Hope this helps. Again, let me know if you have any other questions, and have a nice day.